Okay, so the next review we're doing is the latest rendition of Lionel's 10-wheeler engines. They were offered earlier last year in the 2024 Volume 1 catalog and were MSRP'd at just under $800 actually. And if you went through good dealers for pre-orders, you could get them for close to the $700 range. I had picked up this fantasy blue Comet scheme, as I am such a big fan of the blue Comet, as you could guess. And I had picked this one up specifically from Train World, but I'm sure plenty of other dealers still had them available, and you could probably find this available too, if you're looking for this one. And I was a little hesitant at first, just because I had a good guess that the blue wasn't going to match my passenger cars, but I ultimately decided to go ahead and do it anyway. Well, let's go in on the details. This is cab 185, as you can see, and you do have number board above on the headlight, and then the smoke box there, and the boiler does swing open, which is always nice. It snaps back shut. Down below in the pilot area, you have a coupler cut bar with the chain going through the scale coupler. And packaged with the engine is a dummy O-gauge coupler. If you wanted to double head, all you would do is slide the chain out and then unscrew the coupler and then put in the dummy coupler. Then you have here the bi-classification lights that can be controlled through the legacy system. So you can have them off, green or white on the front, or off, red and white in the back. This engine is equipped with one smoke unit that takes care of both the main smokestack as well as the whistle steam that shoots out right here. A nice brass bell and all the nice detailing, including a legible builder's plate right there. Let's get some nice looks at all the drive gear that's on this small but nice engine. There are two hand-painted crew figures. Then, looking at that gap in between the engine and tender, that's actually not bad, especially considering how tight of a turn this engine could get down to, because this has 0.36 minimum curve. Up top, you do have a real co-load. And then New Jersey Central logo on the side there. And then here's the back with an operating coupler. And then just on the top here, these hatches, unlike most engines, do not open. So let's start it up and listen to some of the sounds. Here's the whistle. Here's the bell. And since this is the latest versions of the legacy engines, it is also equipped with 4 additional bells and whistle sounds. So let's take a quick listen at all of those. let's listen to some of the cab chatter.
Dispatcher, air is made, brake test okay. Are we clear to pull? Over.
Sit tight for a minute. We've got some traffic to clear first. Out.
Alright, and we'll shut it down, and then we have a surprise second engine for tonight's view. Okay, so the second engine to go with today's review just so happens to be another Blue Comet Fantasy Scheme engine. And this is the Lionel Legacy Camelback that was cataloged a few years ago. I believe it was in the 2022 Volume 1 catalog, or it was the Volume 2. I had picked this up earlier in 2024, never got around to doing a review, but I figured, what the heck, throw it in with the 10-wheeler, since they're practically the same thing. And as you can see on the front, I actually equipped the dummy coupler, because as you'll see in the end of the video, I do have these run together, since they look so good together. They are the same paint as one another, so they match each other at least. But let's go in on the detailing with this engine. We have a coupler cut bar right here. It does not have a chain like the 10-wheeler does. And you have piping detailing. Headlight, and you have your by classification lights on this engine as well. The smoke box door does not open on this locomotive. Dynamo right in front of the smokestack, and once again it does have one smoke unit that takes care of both the main smokestack and the whistle steam that comes out in the back. And here's a look at the drive gear. And there's the cab, and there are two crew figures, one on each side of the boiler, since the Camelback has a cab that straddles the boiler, as you can see. And you got the whistle and bell up top. And then the very odd shaped firebox and the gap in between the tender and the firebox. And you got the co-load. Same Jersey Central logo. And you got your backup light and operating coupler, of course, on the back. We'll fire this one up quick just to listen to the sound of this. And once again, since this is a recent engine with Legacy, it is equipped with 5 whistles and 5 bells. So here's the first whistle. And here's number 2. Three. 4. 5. And back to 1. And let's listen to the bells. Is 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, and back to 1. And let's listen to some crew talk.
These long waits are brutal. At least the back hit keeps the coffee on. Dispatcher, we're ready. Is it okay to pull? Over.
Please stand by. Out.
Alright, now I'll show you some clips of these engines running. If you would like to look for either of these engines, the product number for the Camelback that you see here is item number 6-2131390. If you can still find it. You'll probably have to look on eBay or trains.com or any other secondary market to try and find it. As for the 10-wheeler, those are probably still in stock at the time of this video being recorded. And the item number for the Blue Comet variant that was cataloged was item number 6-2431640. That's all for now, and enjoy the clip of the engines running.